A good night of Shabbos. 50 years ago, I was in Eretz Yisrael, despite warnings from the State Department that there was a war going out and they couldn't guarantee my safety. I relied on HaKadosh Baruch Hu in the brachas of the Lubavitcher Rebbe that Klal Yisrael would be protected and that I would survive. When we found out that the Kaisel was in our hands and that Shavuos, they were going to open up the Kaisel, the western wall, I immediately decided I was going to go. I didn't ask permission. I was an older boy, and I guess I was trusted that I could make proper decisions. And I wanted to be at the Kaisel when it opened up, because this was a lifelong dream. For 1900 years, 1 or 2 years less, we, the Jewish people, longed to be in that holy place. And now that holy place was opening up, and I wanted to be among the first to be there. I didn't have a bed to sleep in, nor did I have a hot meal with me. I bought a chal and a bottle of wine and some grapes, and I thought that would be sufficient for me for the 2 days of Yom Tov. And I took a bus to Yerushalayim, and I stayed in Teras Emes, which is the yeshiva, Lubavitcher yeshiva, which was then in Meir She'orim, a stone's throw, literally a Willie Mays throw from what was then the no man's land, which is the direct pathway to Shar Yafo and the old city and the Kaisel Maravi. I did, by the way, get invited. I had some wonderful experiences in homes in Yerushalayim. I slept on the bench, and of course I was up for Shavuos night, and around 3-4 o'clock everybody got up to run to the mikveh to go to the Kaisel Maravi. There were several hundred of us. I was in the middle of the pack. There were several hundred of us who arrived in the plaza which you see today around the Kaisel, which had been opened up. And there were the stones. It was like, this couldn't be real, but it was real. And I davened there the full Shabbos, the full Yom Tov davening, and it was just a remarkable experience. I can't say that my soul tingled and the heavens opened up, but it was a place where my heart was, a place where my heart still remains. I can visualize the approach and almost every step that it takes to get to the Kaisel. The people who are asking for tzedakah, the Lubavitch mitzvah tables, the various minyanim. There's a Sephardic minyanim behind me on the right, and in the front, toward the right, there's Rababish Seinvert's minyan, which is the minyan that I try to go to in the morning whenever I'm close to Yerushalayim. But in 50 years, I've been to Yerushalayim 50 times, 100 times over the years. I don't believe I've ever had as moving an experience as that first Yerushalayim, as that first walk along the route that today is the extension of Rehov Yafo, and then you go right and then the left zigzag through Shar Yafo, and you walk down those streets, those cobblestone streets. When we walked, there was sort of like flags and tape indicating where we could walk, because they had to clear the place out of mines. And it was dark when we started, but it was bright sun as we approached. And of course I saw the domes. I'm not as offended as other people are with the domes, as since it's not Avodah Zarah, it is a chilul of the Kodesh, but we can't do very much about it because it's a mokim where it's a place where we're not allowed to tread. And so there are some people who believe they know the way where you are allowed to tread, but I know that the Rabbanim of Yerushalayim did not allow us to go in the Temple Mount, and I'm not smart enough to go against the holy rabbis, or Shmuel Salant and his Bezdin. But we came to the Kaisel, and we prayed at the Kaisel because this is home. And I haven't found a home. I haven't felt at home any more than that particular place at the Kaisel, because that's really our home. Yes, I feel the same way in 770, but ultimately the Kaisel is home.